From Arlington, Texas, the Red Sox need a bounce-back performance after dropping Game 1 here and take on the ageless Bartolo Colon, soon to be 45 years old, but still winning Major League games. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us in Texas. Great to have you. I'm Dave O'Brien. My partner, of course, is Jerry Remy. Garrett Austin right around the corner. Jerry, this ought to be entertaining. Colon is really amazing because he's worn 11 different uniforms. He's been all kinds of different pitchers. Here he is at almost 45, still winning.
You know, I can't believe he's still playing the game, to be honest with you. When he played with the Red Sox back in, I think it was 2008, I thought he was done then. And he's just go on and on and on. Now, when this guy was young, he was a flamethrower, 100 miles an hour with the fastball. You can see he's Cy Young winner in 2005. Four-time All-Star selection. Most recently, 2016, just a couple of years ago. 44 years old, is going to be 45 very soon, and he's played for 11 Major League teams. The only team he played for twice is the Chicago White Sox. Now, you know, I got to tell you a funny story. When he was young, and he threw the ball as hard as he did, he used to throw the pitch and then look up at the radar gun to see how hard he was throwing. 99, 100 miles an hour. You're going to see a totally different guy now. A guy that just throws sinker after sinker after sinker, mix in a slider, just a smart pitcher.
I don't think he's looked at the radar gun since like 2004.
No need to.
Yeah, no need to.
But
yet still very crafty, very smart out there. His opponent tonight will be Rick Porcello. The right-hander can improve to 5-0 on the season. He has been outstanding since his season debut and putting up outstanding numbers. Red Sox and the Rangers coming up tonight from Arlington, Texas in just a moment. Sox taking on the Texas Rangers here in game number 2 of this 4-game series. Let's toss it down to Garrett.
Hi, OB. Well, great news. Eduardo Rodriguez will be traveling to Texas tonight, and they do expect him to make his start tomorrow. He's been on family medical leave. And more other good news, Brock Holt will go through an extensive workout tomorrow, and Alex Cora said that if all goes well, they'll hope to get him on a rehab assignment on Monday with Pawtucket. He'll play 2 games, 1 5 innings, and another 1 9, and they'll hope to activate him soon. And speaking of Brock Holt, guys, Brock grew up in the area, and I've got some great Flashback Friday photos of him at this ballpark. And I also talked to Rafael Devers about what it's like to face Bartolo Colon. OB?
Garrett, thank you very much. Looking forward to that tonight and a return of Brock Holt at some point. No, he's getting very, very close. Red Sox coming in at 22-9 and in need of another winning streak. Winning pace has slowed a bit. Sox just 5-7 in their last 12. And just starting a long road trip last night. Rick Porcello, the man The Red Sox want to have the baseball after a game like last night. He is 4-0 with a 2.23 ERA. He has been so solid.
Couple of no decisions his last couple of times out, but looking for the win here tonight against Porcello Colon, who has been absolutely amazing throughout his career, which has lasted, well, it seems like for 100 years.
5'11", about 285 pounds. 44-year-old from the Dominican Republic. Not to be lost is the fact that he's won 241 games. He is too shy of tying the great Juan Marichal, which is the most by a Dominican Republic native in the history of Major League Baseball. That is amazing.
And earlier this year, almost threw a no-hitter against the Houston Astros. Go back to that game against Houston. He was, throwing those little sinkers and picking up the corners. Look at how much that fastball comes back on those left-handers.
That's how he lost a perfect game and then eventually the no-hitter, but he had retired 21 consecutive batters. And not just anybody, that was the reigning world champions that he tied up for 21 consecutive hitters. Well, here's a look at the lineup that he'll be taking on tonight. Brought to you by Toyota's website for deals. BuyAToyota.com. For the Sox, Mookie Betts just scalding hot with 12 home runs. That's #1 in the major leagues. Andrew Benintendi in left. Hanley Ramirez down to 300. He's hit a bit of a skid here lately. JD Martinez, he's gone the other way. The DH hitting .345. Xander Bogaerts at short. Rafael Devers at third. Eduardo Nunez at second base with Jackie Bradley in center and Sandy Leon doing the catching against Bartolo Colon. 1-0 with a 2.87 earned run average, and he has been a revelation over the last several years.
The Rangers defense here last in the American League, 28 errors in 33 games. They'll have Isaiah Kiner-Falefa playing third base, Jurickson Profar at shortstop, Drew Robertson at second, and Ronald Guzman, the first baseman. Left to right, Joey Gallo, Delino DeShields, and Nomar Mazara, and Robinson Chirinos doing the catching for Cologne.
Umpires tonight brought to you by Toyota's website for deals, BuyAToyota.com. Adam Hamari has the plate. Adrian Johnson at first, Dan Bellino at second, and Phil Cuzzi is the crew chief. Phil is at third base. We're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP presented by Toyota. Visit Compra2Toyota.com to see Toyota deals not seen on TV.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Weather's turned beautiful. It was rainy most of the day, but no longer. 69 degrees, partly cloudy, and some sun up there as well. And Colon ready. His first one in there for strike one at 87 miles an hour on Mookie Betts.
What you're going to see from Colon tonight is a lot of two-seam fastballs. Fastballs that'll try to run back in on the corners, try to get inside on right-handers, keep the ball away from left-handers.
And a high fly into left center, not terribly deep. DeShields moving over. That'll be the first out. He came in hitting .370. And it'll bring up Andrew Benintendi. And the way that he has been just killing the baseball with all those home runs in recent games, 4 of them in the last 2 games, I guess it's natural that some of the conversation and some of the comments toward Alex Cora have been about moving Mookie Betts down in the batting order. As Benintendi cuts and misses, but Alex said flat out last night and today, put an end to that conversation. Mookie Betts is not moving down in the order. He's the leadoff hitter, period.
And Mookie Betts does not want to move down in the batting order. He wants to be the leadoff hitter for the Boston Red Sox.
Benintendi hitting .248 with the 1 home run.
As that two-seam fastball at 87 miles an hour. You know, there was a time when this guy threw 98, 99, up to 100 miles an hour when he broke into the league.
Popped up, drifting down the third baseline. That's going to go out of play.
He won't walk anybody. He'll be around the strike zone. You got 2 pitchers in this game tonight, Colon and Porcello, who just refuse to walk people.
Colon was part of the Cleveland Indians rotation in 1997 when he played with a young outfielder named Manny Ramirez, who was still 4 years away from playing for the Red Sox, and that's in there for strike 3 as he freezes Benintendi.
It's that two-seam fastball, and you see how much it moves. You know, Benintendi thought this ball was going to be inside, but look at the movement on it. It brings it back to the outside part of the plate. And that's what fools left-handed hitters.
2 up, 2 down for Hanley Ramirez. 300, 3 homers, 17 runs batted in. I thought there might be a chance that you'd see Mitch Moreland tonight. He has a couple of home runs against Colon, but he is not appearing in the ball game. Not as a starter anyway. Hanley 3 for his last 18. And takes a pitch outside.
That's a four-seamer right there at 91 miles an hour. So the two-seam is about 88. Four-seam at 90. Mixing a slider.
Shot to right field, hit well, but Mazzara moves over to his right. He's got that well hit by Hanley, but for an out, the Red Sox go 1-2-3 against Colon. Will lead it off in center. Shin-Soo Choo is the DH. Jurickson and Profar at short. Mazzara in right with Gallo in left. Kiner Falefa at third base. Guzman at first base. Chirinos catching, and Robinson is at second against the Red Sox starter presented by New England Audi dealers. Rick Porcello 4-0, a 2.23 ERA. And a bounding ball foul by DeShields, who is a hot hitter. He's hit safely in 7 in a row.
He's only faced Porcello once in his career and does have one base hit.
And it'll lay off, and that sneaks in there at 91 for a strike.
That's a pretty tough pitch right there, right at the bottom of the strike zone, inside a little bit, and gets the call.
Choo on deck. Just off the outside. Well, it's one of those moments in a season in which the Red Sox are in dire need of a strong shutdown kind of a start. 2 of the last 3 games for the Red Sox have been pretty ugly losses. Maybe none uglier than last night.
I thought last night was probably the ugliest loss of the season for the Red Sox. And a tough way to start a long road trip, but hoping to bounce back tonight behind Porcello.
A tough night for David Price. He did not make it through the 4th inning. And that one rocketed over the head of Bogaerts for a base hit, so making an 8-game hitting streak. So DeShields is on.
The Red Sox are 6th in the American League in defense, 15 errors in 31 games. Rafael Devers at third base, Xander Bogaerts the shortstop. Eduardo Nunez at second, and Hanley Ramirez the first baseman. Left to right, Andrew Benintendi, Jackie Bradley Jr., and Mookie Betts, and San Leon doing the catching for Porcello. Right away, DeShields, a threat to steal at first base. He's got 4 on the season, been caught 1 time.
Shin-Soo Choo, 258, 5 home runs, pretty good power. It's always been a good hitter's park, and he lost that one out of play.
Red Sox go into the shift against Choo. They have 3 infielders on the right side. Bogaerts pulled over to the second base side of second base. Plus, they can't play deep because they're in a double play situation. So Nunez at double play depth.
Oh, 1. And he fouls it back into the net. Profar on deck. Well, certainly Rick Porcello has been the Red Sox top starter. He's coming off the kind of effort the ball club would benefit from again. 7 2/3, 7 hits, no walks. Gave up 3 runs, struck out 6. That was against Tampa Bay. Red Sox won that game 4-3. He had no decision. But a very solid start. See his numbers lifetime. He's been pretty good here at Globe Life. Foul toward the Red Sox dugout. Bringing a smile from the manager.
Might want to think about where you're sitting, Alex. You're kind of vulnerable in that spot.
He's told some really funny stories about playing with Bartolo Colon, who he has a great deal of respect for as a pitcher. And he said he's an outstanding athlete. That drew some grins from people, but to play this long, you have to be. Foul out of play.
But you know, when he was with the Red Sox, and it was back in 2008, he wasn't here a long time, but you know, I watched him pitch and I said, this guy's just about done. Well, that was 2008. That was 10 years ago.
Isn't that incredible? Alex Cora said when they played together in 08, Colon would get on the treadmill when he wasn't pitching in between starts, and he'd watch 2 TVs at the same time. Ground ball, and there is Devers on to second, one on to first, close, and got him. Red Sox turn to double play.
It's interesting to watch Xander Bogaerts become a second baseman on that, because they're in the shift. You see Bogaerts has to turn a double play. Devers underhand flip, and Bogaerts coming across the bag and just about getting the double play at first base. Good hustle down the line by Choo, but they did get him. So Bogaerts becoming, instead of going toward first base as you do as a shortstop, he was going, stepping on the bag and then releasing it that way. So a little bit different.
Sends up Jerks and Profar, the shortstop, 244 with a home run. So Colon would be on the treadmill watching the game that was going on, and also watching the Spanish-speaking soap operas that he followed very passionately. You're watching them both at the same time. He said yes, he did pay great attention to the ballgame too. He's very fond of him, but I think he's as amazed as anybody that he's still pitching at the age of 44, nearly 45. Fly to left field, Benintendi right there. Good start for Rick Porcello. He faces 3 men. Sox batting against Bartolo Colon here in the second inning in Texas. No score after 1. And JD Martinez has seen him before 11 times. He has 3 hits and a home run. Xander Bogaerts on deck, and then Rafael Devers. JD 2 for 5 last night. 5-game hitting streak. He's 5th in the American League in batting average at .345. He's 8th in slugging. 5th in hits. He has 39 hits. Trying to pull that one, but a foul ball near the Red Sox dugout. The Yankees have struck for 3 early runs against Cleveland. They're in the 4th inning, 3-0 New York. They have pulled within 1 game of the Red Sox. Tampa Bay leads Toronto 3-1 in the 5th. And Baltimore plays at Oakland a little later. High fly ball launched into left field, backing up Gallo, backing up to the track at the wall, leaping up, and that ball is out of here. A home run for JD Martinez, number 7. A high, majestic blast that just escaped the ballpark.
What a great job JD Martinez did on staying back on a changeup that time from Colon. The changeup's going to be 83 miles an hour, and it was very high. I think when he made contact, he wasn't sure that it had enough. Back goes Gallo. At this point, I'm still not sure. And then finally up over the fence for the home run.
Right over the scoreboard. Speedway donates $500 to Boston Children's Hospital for every Red Sox homer. And don't forget, all summer long, stop by your local Speedway and quench your thirst with a refreshing Speedy Freeze. So the Sox in the lead 1-0. His second home run against Colon. And brings up Xander Bogaerts at .365 with 3 homers.
Talking about it in the open, when Colon was a young kid and he threw as hard as he did, he'd make a pitch and turn around and watch the speed on the scoreboard of the pitch. Doesn't have to do that anymore.
No, look at that last one, 81 miles an hour. And Xander is upset, and that almost never happens. Arguing that call with Adam Hamari, but he strikes out, 1 away.
Let's get another look at it. It's supposed to be away. It's going to be a changeup that's really low. And the benefit of the doubt goes to Colon on that one.
I think this is one of the things that Alex Cora was concerned about, Jerry, coming into the ball game, that Colon has the ability, because he's crafty, he's smart, highly intelligent, this point in his career, to just keep working a little bit off the plate, inning by inning, just a little more off the outside corner or down below the hollow of the knee.
Well, he can do that because he's got the reputation of throwing strikes. And once he's been doing this for a long time, and because you throw strikes, you get bigger strike zones.
2 strikeouts so far tonight. Here's the 0-2. And I mean, they go back. They may have been former teammates and fond of each other, but that doesn't mean that Alex Cora wants to see the umpires keep calling that a strike if it's not. And he has made his team aware of it. He wants them to make the umpires aware of it too, if that continues to happen. 0-2 swung on and missed, and Devers is retired, 2 away.
That's where he tricks you. You get so used to seeing that 2-seam fastball at about 87. And then he'll throw 91. He'll throw a cross seamer to the outside part of the plate to pick up the strikeout.
So they'll send up Eduardo Nunez, second baseman, hitting .243, 3 home runs. Eduardo's hit safely in 6 in a row. He came up with one of the most creative slides last night that you're going to see. Ruled safe at second base. Originally he was out. Red Sox went to review. It was overturned. They got the call right in the end. It was a beautiful thing.
Yeah, he put his right hand around the tag, base hit up the middle, and it's going to be a bobble. So he's going to head into second base and watch the hand, or the left hand I should say, come around the tag and get the bag. The tag was up a little bit high. He's able to, and he goes over the bag. The hand comes off, but his body never left contact with the bag.
I love the salute to the dugout after he was eventually ruled safe. Here's the 1-2. Sox up 1-0, and a JD Martinez home run is 7th, and he is now pulled even with Mookie Betts for the club lead in RBIs with 25. Just got a piece of that. He's still alive.
One habit that Colon has is after he makes every pitch, or before he makes every pitch, he'll take his fingers and he'll wipe the side of his pants. Now he might have some stickum there. That's okay. You know, hitters don't mind that because that makes sure he's got a good grip. But you'll watch him on every pitch. He'll touch, now pitch.
1-2. Busted back. It's by Colon, scooped up by the third baseman, and Kiner Falefa with a nice play to retire the side. But the Red Sox on the home run by JD Martinez have a 1-0 lead. Enjoy the Fenway experience with your group in 2018. Red Sox group outings perfect for entertaining clients, boosting employee morale, and more. Visit redsox.com/groups for more information. Sox ahead 1-0. Rick Porcello back at it against Nomar Mazara. Had a big night last night with 5 RBIs. That's a season high. Mazara with 20 RBIs the last 16 games. And a fine young hitter. They're going to try and build around here in Texas. He has 6 home runs, batting .285. Gallo on deck, and then Kiner Falefa. That turned into a really nice night here in Texas. Been quite rainy here for the last couple of days. Temperatures in the 70s, been really comfortable.
Surprisingly so. It's supposed to warm up over the next couple of days.
And that means something different in Texas than it does in New England. It's going to warm up next couple of days. Curveball down into the dirt on Mazzara. Porcello has been so good in the strike zone. He's allowed just 4 walks, only 1 homer this season with 38 strikeouts.
Now, between innings, Alex Cora was out talking with Amari, the home plate umpire, just having a discussion with him. And, you know, it could be about you were talking about, you know, the fact that, you know, don't expand the strike zone because Cologne's out there. A couple of guys struck out that inning, Bogarts and Devers.
Two. Fouled off himself. Alex Cora was talking about Cologne's career, and he said, I love the fact he enjoys it. He said, he's not fooling me. He knows how good he is. He still enjoys the game, and he knows he's lucky to be around. There's a high regard for Cologne's career. You get around 200 wins, you've done a few things. 2-2. And a blooper foul.
He's at the point now of his career. I mean, how can you not enjoy it? You've pitched so long. You've been a very good pitcher. You've won a lot of awards. And you're just pitching in years now that you never expected to pitch in. So it's got to be fun for him.
Yeah, it's gravy.
And still getting outs.
2-2 again. That shot into right field. Betts on the go all the way to the warning track. Scoops him. Mazzara wants second. Here's the throw. Cut off and dropped by Nunez anyway. So it'll be a double for Mazzara, who's at it again. He's really hot.
Yeah, he's on a 5-game hitting streak now as he takes the look like a fastball from Porcello and lines it. Nice play by Mookie Betts to cut the ball off, because if he doesn't, no, that's a changeup. It looks like changeup away that he hooks, and if Betts doesn't cut this off, you might be talking about 3 bases instead of just a double.
So Mazzara down to second base to lead off the second inning and bring up the free swinging Joey Gallo, the left fielder. 220, 10 home runs. And ground ball to the shift. That'll advance the runner. Nunez to first and Mazzara into third. So the tying run 90 feet away. That'll bring up the native of Hawaii, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Native of Honolulu. Now the Big Island right now got a volcano raging, and there are reports tonight of earthquakes as well. Has to be a terrifying time to be on the Big Island. The infield in with a man at third and a ball.
On a bad pitch by Porcello, just missed the outside part of the plate. Could have gone either way.
Trying to cut this man down at home plate.
What Cora, excuse me, that's what Cora does a lot, and I like the idea. I hate giving up 3 runs. And, you know, he's got a 1-0 lead, but he's still playing the infield in here with 1 out in the inning.
The 1-1 from Porcello. And he'll step off.
You know, as opposed to, you know, if you're playing back, you know, with nobody out, he'd be playing back because he doesn't want to open up a big inning. With 1 out, the chances of a big inning are less to happen because you've already got an out. So that's why they pull the infield in a lot with 1 out, and they don't pull it in with nobody out.
The ground ball that will not advance the runner. Scooped up by Devers. Porcello made a very tough pitch on the number 6 hitter.
Well, we talked about the movement on Cologne's fastball. How about that movement there from Porcello? Look how much that ball runs back into the hands.
Wow, got right in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
So now the infield can back up with 2 down, and it'll bring up Guzman, the first baseman. Left-hand hitter, 212 with 1 home run. Guzman is a rookie. He was Texas Minor League Player of the Year last year. In his major league debut this season. Not a great deal of power, but a good contact hitter. Fouls that one away, and that one bit Sandy Leon on his throwing hand.
Looked like it deflected off Leon's throwing hand and also got the umpire right under the armpit.
Porcello trying to get out of an inning that began with a leadoff double. He does have 2 down, the shift on, and he's ahead in the count. Zara leading from third, and it's too high to make it 2-2. J.D. Martinez with a blast. Home run on top of the scoreboard has put the Red Sox in front 1-0. 2-2. He got him. He struck him out. That was pretty filthy to put away Guzman. And a great price for auto, home, and life insurance.
Right there he goes with the slider, as you can see, at 88 miles an hour, down in the strike zone, picks up the big strikeout, and they leave a man at third base.
Jackie Bradley leading things off here with the Sox in front 1-0 in the third. That last pitch was vintage Rick Porcello. Down, 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 but in the strike zone. It's really been that way from Jump Street this year. Jackie hitting 180 and in desperate need of a hot streak. 2 homers, 9 runs batted in. Sandy Leon next, and then Mookie Betts for the second time. Mookie actually did not homer in his first at bat. And the 2-1 smacked on the line into right field, down for a base hit. Mazzara as it took a funny bounce, went to barehand that ball. A single for Jackie Bradley. So good start in the third inning.
And brings up an 0 for 10 for Jackie Bradley. He gets the sinker that's running away from him, and he hooks it. That pitch down, a pitch that he can handle, and puts the ball on the line to Mazzaro in right field. That ball, he's right, kicking to the left of Mazzaro. Had to knock it down with his bare hand.
Sandy at 118, no homers, nearly thrown away. Jackie, of course, is a threat to go. He has a high success rate on stolen bases, very high. 86.5%. He's 2 for 2 this year. That 86.5 is over his career.
Now Colon gets a lot of ground balls too, and you know, if he's on, and those are the kind of guys you got to run against. You play hit and run, you try to steal, just stay away from double plays.
Runner goes, and a line shot to right. Mazzara leaps up to make the play. Bradley was in motion. He gets on back to first base. That was hit hard though, and one away.
I think this might have been a hit and run, because Bradley's off with the pitch on the first pitch, and he takes a peek back. There's the contact. He sees it right away, so he's able to get back to first base. Straight out steal, a lot of times the runner does not look in. Some do, but most don't. On a hit and run, you're always supposed to look in and see contact.
Mookie Betts now 0 for 1, a fly to center. He's homered 4 times the last 2 days. Of course, he's hit 5 in 2 days in Baltimore. Benintendi on deck. Red Sox in front 1-0. He got jammed and rolled it to Connor Falefa at third base. He'll gun on to get him. Jackie Bradley to second with 2 away.
Well, that's something you don't see very often right there, do you? Mookie Betts getting jammed on a fastball that's probably about 88 miles an hour, but it moved so much in toward his hands, it was almost like a half a swing.
Benintendi struck out looking in the first inning, 0 for 1. There's an RBI opportunity against Bartolo Colon, who is nicknamed Big Sexy by former Mets teammate Noah Syndergaard.
You be the judge.
How about the Mets today designating for assignment Matt Harvey, the Dark Knight? Talking about pretty good nicknames. Fouled back. He had refused a minor league assignment, refused to be demoted, and they have designated him for assignment. It's not worked out quite how the Mets hoped. He was supposed to be a long-standing ace by now in New York. 2 down. Jackie Bradley at second. No throw by Bartolo. One strike pitch.
And Benintendi not agreeing with that call at all. He thought that ball was down and away.
Ramirez on deck. And the 0-2. Another one jammed, and a bounding ball to Guzman. Slides in. It just does get there in time. Colon was coming over. Some miscommunication there, but they got there 1-0 Red Sox. park to your local park. The outside is always better together. LL Bean, be an outsider. In there for a strike by Rick Porcello as we hit the bottom of the third going. Robinson Chirinos leading off. He's the catcher, and will be followed by Robinson and DeShields. Porcello has allowed 2 hits. He gave up a leadoff single to Delino DeShields to begin the ball game. Moments later, a double play got him out of that, and then a double by Mazzara led off the second inning. He got a couple of ground balls with the infield in on the second one, and then he struck out Guzman on a terrific pitch to retire the side and freeze that runner at third. And looking to make it back-to-back K's against Chirinos. Cut on and missed. That's exactly what he did. 1 man away.
Goes with the fastball to pick up the strikeout. So you got a breaking ball to strike out Guzman at the end of the second inning, and a fastball to get Chirinos up in the zone, up and away.
Well, he looks good. He is on the corners of the plate and at the knee consistently on every hitter. Fires in strike 1 on Robinson at 182 with 1 home run. Left-hand hitter, made his major league debut last year. Showed some power in the minor leagues, but in the major leagues he hit just .224 in 48 games, 6 home runs, and scuffling at the moment. Looks like they'll have a pretty decent crowd here tonight, and plenty of Sox fans from around Dallas, Fort Worth. Here's the 2-1. He's got a 3-1 on Robinson. From Porcello. Got it by him.
Challenged him with the fastball. Fastball away. No contact. Actually not a very good pitch to swing at in that situation.
Per 9 innings he is striking out 9.5 men and only walking about 1. Cut on and missed. He strikes him out. That's 3 consecutive strikeouts for Porcello.
Right back to the breaking ball again. The slider, as you can see, that's going to go down and in the blind spot for a left-handed hitter.
Let's get out of Guerin.
OBJ, Rafael Devers was born October 24th, 1996, and Bartolo Colon made his major league debut on April 4th, 1997. I was talking with Devers about facing Colon, and he said, it's awesome. He said he's a superstar in this league, and he's been one for a long time, and he said it's important for me to face someone like him in my career because of all the great things that he's done. He said he never thought that he would face him, but he's excited for the opportunity. He's going to have fun with it. And guys, we're talking about the fact that he's still pitching at his age, and Devers said, I can't help but feel proud of him as well as Adrian Beltre. So they're Dominicans who've really made their mark on baseball. And he said he hasn't had the chance to meet him yet, but he'd really like to.
Beltre, of course, headed for the Hall of Fame, got his 3,000th hit last year. And he's a guy that Alex Cora will bring up when he talks to Rafael Devers about playing third base and about how to carry yourself as a major leaguer. 1-2 and a foul ball off third. Beltre is injured right now. He's out with a hamstring. We saw him taking some batting practice yesterday. He's getting pretty close.
Well, he made himself a great third baseman, and when he came to the big leagues, he was not real solid defensively.
Tried his rookie year. He made 29 errors at third base. Oh, Porcello had started off, and it looked like Hamari was about to ring up the batter. He was coming up out of that slight crouch.
Yeah, he wanted to, didn't he? He wanted to call it a strike.
To center field, Jackie Bradley makes that catch, and it's a 1-2-3 for Porcello. Top of the fourth, Red Sox leading at 1-0 here in Texas on a home run by J.D. Martinez, his 7th. Hanley Ramirez hit the ball right on the button in the first inning. A wicked line drive that was caught by Mazzara in right. He is 0 for 1. Red Sox facing Bartolo Colon, who has worn the uniforms of 11 ball clubs. The Indians, the Expos, the White Sox, the Angels, Red Sox, White Sox again, Yankees, A's, Mets, Atlanta, Minnesota, and now Texas.
Looks really bothered by things too, doesn't he? As he flips the ball up and down, waiting for his catcher.
Very uptight. 2-1. That's the list through the years with Bartolo. Quick stop with the Sox in 08. Did not make many appearances that year. Famously left the Red Sox late that season. He was 4-1 at the time to return home for personal reasons. He didn't really have permission at the time.
He just left.
There he went, and the Red Sox put him on the restricted list in September. He did not pitch again for Boston. That year he also hurt his back swinging in an interleague game and went on the DL. His oblique, I guess they said. Little topper. Profile scoops, fires, and got him. Time now for our Dunkin' Donuts poll. Which is more impressive, do you think? Adrian Beltre playing third base at age 39 or Bartolo Colon pitching at 44. Text 1 for Beltre, 2 for Colon. Text your answer to 536-536. Message and data rates may apply.
Now, if I give the answer I want to give, I'll upset all the pitches. But Beltre is an everyday player, plays all the time. At 39 years old, that's pretty impressive. Not many pitchers have got into their 40s and had great success. Ryan did. Gaylord Perry did. Some, there were a number of them that got into their 40s.
Was Nolan 46 when he was done?
I don't think he was quite 46. No.
The 1-0 pitch and a trickler foul on Martinez with a home run in the second inning off the very top of the scoreboard. So hitting .351. Broken bat, little looper, that'll be caught by Profar, and they're 2 down. And JD will need a new bat next time up. And Xander Bogaerts will be next. He's 0 for 1, struck out looking in the second. Xander had a quick word there with Adam Hamari, home plate umpire. Remember, he was called out and disputed it in the second inning on the 3rd strike. High fly, tag to left, Gallo back, and at the wall, leaping up, he's got it up against the fence. He's been tested out there a couple of times tonight. The Red Sox will go in order. to sit out, make sure you visit the joint replacement experts at Beth Israel Deaconess, the Medical Center. Visit bidmc.org. Jerry Remy, Dave O'Brien, and Garen Austin with you on a very pleasant night in Texas. Red Sox ahead 1-0. Rick Porcello's been very sharp. 3 Ks in the book. Taking on Shin-Soo Choo here, who has hit into a double play.
Porcello's been doing what he's been done every start this year, really mixing up his pitches. Fastball, changeup in the first pitch, followed by a breaking ball. Looks like he's going to go back to a changeup again.
Well, that could have been called a strike. That was borderline. 79-mile-an-hour change. Choo with some power. Profar on deck. Red Sox here again for the next 2 days. Tomorrow night, then Sunday afternoon. Eduardo Rodriguez scheduled to go here at 8:05 tomorrow night. Chris Sale on Sunday afternoon. Chris Sale against Doug Fister, 2 of the fastest working men in the business, on Sunday afternoon. So make sure you tune in early. 1-2. And can't find the mark there. That one missed.
Try to go inside, catch that inside corner with the 2-seamer, but didn't come back enough.
Did he go? Home plate umpire said he did. Choo wants him to appeal to Phil Cuzzy at third, but he's not going to do it. That's strike 3. So 1 man away in the 4th inning.
I don't blame Choo for wanting them to appeal to third base. I mean, I think right here, I don't think that's a swing. I really don't.
Nor do I.
That's very hard for the home plate umpire to see. Easiest thing is to ask for help.
Profar 0 for 1. He has flied out to left. Good curveball right there at the knee. Profar 1 for 4 lifetime against Rick Porcello. And of course, the key for Rick is to get 3 or more runs in support, because he's an automatic win when that happens. You date back to 2016. The Red Sox have won 25 consecutive games when they get him 3 or more runs. And in the last 36 starts where he received that, he's been amazing. He's 30-0 with an ERA of 3.09. Cut on and missed. He struck out another one. Down goes Profar. Back-to-back Ks.
Boy, he's not going to see anything hard in that bat once he got ahead. Got a breaking ball, then he got a changeup. There's that changeup and a lot of movement on that. Look how far that dipped down and away from Profar.
It's 5 of the last 6 for Porcello on the strikeout.
That pitch, that changeup has been really good for him. And Porcello right now telling Bogaerts to go into shift with Mazzara coming to the plate.
Mazzara has one of their 2 hits, a double. He's been 0-1 on a lot of guys.
Tomorrow at 7, don't miss Red Sox first pitch, presented by Joseph Abboud, available at Men's Warehouse. TC Eck and Steve will break down Rick Porcello's start.
Mazzara just 22 years old, 6'4", 225 pounds. Excellent power, but came up empty on that one.
Talk about changing eye angle. Oh my goodness, he had 3 pitches down at the bottom of the strike zone. Then he goes upstairs around the letters to pick up that.
Trying to strike out the side here. Three and two. Hasn't walked anybody. Only 4 walks all season for the right-hander. And the payoff pitch to Mazzara. Lashed foul. A pretty good crowd here tonight.
Yeah, a little bigger than last night, no question about that. Last night was decent, more than I expected.
Because the Rangers have been awful at home. They're 5-12 in Arlington this year. Overall 13-20. He swung the bats last night. Here comes the 3-2 on Mazzara. High fly ball into right center field. Mookie Betts turning around. So is Jackie Bradley, and that ball is gone. He's got serious power. His 7th home run of the season. In fact, now he's homered in 4 consecutive games, and that has tied it at 1.
That's going to come on one of the few mistakes that Porcello's made tonight. A slider that stays out over the plate. Tried to get it inside. It did not get inside, and Porcello knew it right away once contact was made.
Well, Nomar Mazzara could be on the verge of becoming a star. That one jacked deep to left center. Jackie Bradley with a long run, and he's got it up against the wall to take extra bases away from Gallo. We're tied 1-1. In a 1-1 tie as we go to the 5th inning. And Devers with a swing and a miss. He struck out first time up. So each side with a solo home run from a guy with serious power, JD Martinez for the Red Sox and Nomar Mazzara for Texas. So Colon back at it. Bartolo Colon, 2005, won the American League Cy Young Award. It was another lifetime for him, but he went 21-8 that year for the Angels. And they popped up and foul out of play. Well, streaks were made to be broken. You can make history and win $5.6 million. Download Beat the Streak today in the App Store or on MLB.com/BTS. As recently as 2013, when Colon was 3 years removed from being out of baseball for an entire year, he went 18-6 with a 2.65 ERA. So he's had several lives in baseball. Two. Hammered deep right field. That's gone right now into the second deck. Rafael Devers with his 5th home run of the season. He hit the daylights out of it. It's like home run derby tonight here early on. And the Red Sox lead it 2-1.
You're going to see a two-seam fastball that didn't get to the inside part of the plate. It got out over the plate. He's trying to get that ball inside and run it back on a corner. Instead, it runs back out over the plate, and Devers absolutely crushes this ball. So the 2 home runs off Colon, one a changeup, that time the fastball.
Little bounding ball back to the hill. Colon has time to look at the signature and get Nunez. So 1 man gone. That's got to be a thrill for Rafael Devers. Guerin had the report earlier that he was talking about the great respect that he has for Bartolo Colon from the Dominican Republic, and Adrian Beltre as well. Calling him a superstar, the caliber of career he's had, and to be able to do that against him, that's got to be a thrill and a half. So here's Jackie Bradley, base hit for Jackie in the 3rd inning. He's 1 for 1. So all 3 runs in the game on homers. And number 5 for the 21-year-old against the 44-year-old.
You know, Jackie Bradley at the plate, and he's obviously having his struggles, no question about it, 180 coming into the game. But when you see him make a catch like he made to end last inning, that's why they like him in center field.
Pulls out one of the first baseman, Guzman, from the out. 2 up, 2 down after the home run from Devers.
Tonight, after Red Sox coverage on NESN Sports Today, we'll have a full recap of tonight's Sox game, plus highlights and reaction from Game 4 of the Lightning's Bruins playoff series. NESN Sports Today is presented by People's United Bank, where the technology is as helpful as the people.
Nobody aboard for Sandy Leon. Sandy hit the ball hard, but lined to right his first time up. Sox in front 2-1. Mookie Betts on deck. Stay tuned after the 3rd out for the Midfist Studio Show with Adam and Mark coming your way. Oh, and 2 on Sandy, batting out of the 9th slot. Mookie's got those fashionable red shoes on tonight. Somehow he looks even faster in those things.
It's a good look with the Red Sox. Red sleeves and all. You know, he puts the whole package together, doesn't it?
What would he look bad in exactly? 2-2 fouled away. You know, Mookie's been wearing that necklace. You know, the baseball and the bat, very simple looking necklace. He's been wearing that since spring training. Rob Bradford had the story on that, WEEI.com last week. A teenage fan, spring training, just walked up and handed it to him. He's been wearing it ever since. And loves it.
Pretty good.
It's not coming off, by the way.
If I was hitting the way he's hitting, no, nothing changes.
The 2-2 to Sandy Leon. Leon slowing his tempo down just a little bit. Hard hit again, but it rises up for Robinson, and that'll do it. But the Red Sox have taken the lead on their second home run. Time now to turn it over to Adam and Mark for the mid-fifth studio show, guys. On a nice night, Red Sox and the Rangers. Lexus has developed the Lexus Strikeout Hunger Program in partnership with Nesson and the Greater Boston Food Bank. You can visit your Boston area Lexus dealer right now through the end of June and donate non-perishable food items. You can also pick up a chance to win a Nesson VIP ballpark experience. For more information, visit website on your screen, as it says right here. That would be nesson.com/strikeout-hunger. A lot of dashes in there too. So here's Isaiah Kiner Falefa, who is 0 for 1. He is grounded out to third. He'll be followed by Guzman and then Chirinos here in the fifth. A 2-1 Red Sox lead. Porcello trying to go to 5-0 on the season. Jammed him again. Rolled foul right there at home plate. Left-hand pitcher Bobby Pointer has been recalled from the Paw Sox today. So the left-hander available in the bullpen tonight.
Yeah, they used Walden last night. He would not be available for a couple of days, so they bring up Pointer, get somebody else, some extra arms in that bullpen.
Two strikeouts last inning for Rick Porcello. Ground ball fair along third, and Devers with a smooth pick and gets him at first base. Nearly a collision there with Hanley and the base runner, but that is out number one. Calling all kids. Kids can attend a game for free at Fenway Park when they sign up for Kid Nation, earning loyalty points, autographs, memorabilia, and more. Free kids tickets available for the first 25,000 tickets redeemed. You can visit redsox.com/kidnation to sign up today. So one gone for Guzman. He whiffed his first time up. 5 strikeouts for Rick Porcello.
You know, we talk a lot about Cologne's fastball, how much that moves, and Porcello has shown the same thing tonight with his fastball. It's that last
batter he faced, that ball really moved in his hands, and he got that weak ground ball to third base. Slider. Didn't hang that one. The one that was hit for a home run was a hanging slider.
Can he get him again for the second time? Chirinos would be next. Hanley Ramirez manning first base tonight. And the 2-2. It's a rare full count from Rick Porcello. Just 4 walks this season. 3-2. He got him. He struck him out. That was off the plate with an off-speed pitch.
Yeah, a changeup. You know, as a hitter, you're not up there 3-2 thinking about a changeup at all. And that's exactly what he gets again, with a lot of movement going away. I mean, movement with, you know, the changeup like that, the fastball like that, his two-seam fastball.
Sends up Chirinos, who's 0 for 7 lifetime against Porcello and struck out his last time. 6 Ks for the right-hander. He surrendered 3 hits. One of those a home run by Nomar Mazara. But the Red Sox with a pair of home runs. JD Martinez and Rafael Devers have gone yard against Cologne. And he popped him up on the infield. Nunez and Bogart's there. And Xander will make the play to retire the side. They go fast. Our key matchup presented by Sullivan Tire and Auto Service. We're always here to get you there. Mookie Betts last 7 games, 440, 6 home runs, 11 runs batted in. Looking at slugging percentage off the charts. And leading the majors in many categories, including home runs. Leading the American League in batting average, home runs, runs, slugging percentage, extra base hits, home batting average, daytime batting average, and it goes on and on. And this one a fly to center and a ground out to third against Bartolo Colon. Benintendi and Ramirez will follow. 0-2, foul away. Mookie now 10 home runs in his last 13 games. The only other Red Sox hitter ever to homer 10 times in a span of as few as 13 games was Fred Lynn, who hit that many over 13 game span. Back in 1979, you were a teammate of his.
Yeah, he had a big year in 1979 offensively. Home runs, RBIs, batting average.
Very serious candidate that year for most valuable player. He didn't win it. He finished 4th, but he drove in 122 runs. Shot down the line, but a foul ball by Betts.
Mookie just a little bit out in front of the changeup that time from Porcello Colon. Kind of a weird swing by Mookie. You see he's out in front of it a little bit, and he's kind of rolling those wrists over, those quick hands that he has.
Oh-2. There's a high deep drive into left field. Mookie Betts has struck again. His 13th. And the Red Sox lead it 3-1. And Mookie Betts is flat unstoppable. Boy, another no-doubter at the crack of the bat for Betts.
Well, he certainly was not out in front of that one, that's for sure. Right on time with Porcello Colon on that particular pitch. That's the two-seam fastball, and it's right in his happy zone.
And expanding his major league home run lead.
You can't throw a pitch there that Mookie Betts is not going to hit hard somewhere. And lately, they have not only been in hard, but they've been going out of the ballpark.
And a long way, too. 13 home runs for Mookie Betts. And 11 in his last 14 games. So the Red Sox with 3 solo shots against Porcello Colon. And remember the note on Rick Porcello: when he gets 3 or more runs, he has won 25 consecutive games. Benintendi is struck out and grounded out. And you said it at the top of the broadcast, Porcello Colon throws a lot of strikes.
He does. Both guys today threw a lot of strikes. But you know, for Porcello tonight, it's been quality strikes, with the exception of one. The hanging slider for the home run.
That went by Mazzari. You saw that note there on Mookie Betts. This one hammered to first base, and Guzman will take it. One man gone here in the 6th inning. 70 home runs for Mookie as a leadoff hitter, and that is the new franchise record, as he has passed the great Dom DiMaggio. And of course, he just surpassed Ted Williams in the category of 3 homer games. He's got 4 of those now. On and on it goes.
He's going to be passing a lot of names throughout his Red Sox career.
Andy Ramirez is lined to right and grounded to short. He's 0 for 2. JD Martinez on deck. He hit the first home run. Rafael Devers hit the second. And now Mookie Betts the third. Hanley with 3 home runs on the year, fouls it at the dish. Every run in this contest has been on a solo homer. Colon with the 0-2. Colon has pitched against 7 players on a Red Sox major league roster and 4 Red Sox coaches, as well as the manager. To the shortstop, Profar on time. 2 down. Time now for a game break, brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store of the Boston Red Sox. Here's Tom Caron. Tom, thank you. 3-1 Red Sox here. And Ramirez getting back inside the dugout. That'll bring up JD Martinez, who's blasted a home run and lined to short. 1 for 2. You're talking about guys pitching deep into their career, and you and I were chatting about Nolan Ryan, who pitched, I mean, longer than a lot of people realize, to nearly the age of 47.
Yeah, that's longer than I thought.
I mean, me too. I thought he was done at 46. Almost 47 years old by the time that arm finally stopped throwing strikes.
If I'm not mistaken, his last no-hitter came right here in this ballpark.
Yeah, he was 44.
44 years old. I was curious about how old he was when he did that.
Superhuman. Swing and a miss for strike 3, but the Red Sox add another. Now on top of Colon, 3-1. Get excited, America. Dunkin' Go-Tos are here. 2 breakfast sandwiches for $2, $3, or $5. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. So bottom of the 6th inning. Red Sox 3 and Texas 1. Drew Robinson, the leadoff man, the number 9 hitter against Rick Porcello. Robinson whiffed his first time up. Porcello has struck out 6. And he has allowed 3 hits. Red Red Sox stack a shift on the right side, and that'll miss downstairs. So Mookie Betts now 5 home runs in his last 3 games. Really just a handful of at-bats for him. JD Martinez with a home run, and Rafael Devers as well, all solo shots. Yep, that'll run the count to 3-2.
And one of the few times he's missed a spot tonight. Wanted to go inside with that fastball, ends up being away. He's been throwing the changeup a lot on a 3-2 count. Well, he's going to go to the slider. Got him on a slider last time in the 3rd inning.
Porcello's payout pitch. He struck him out, caught him looking.
He's got these guys guessing. I mean, they have no clue, you know, what Porcello is going to throw at any particular time. They really don't. He follows up the slider with the fastball on the inside part of the plate, and he's just absolutely completely frozen.
7 strikeouts for Rick. Back up to the top of the order now to Shields. He has one of their 3 hits. Single to start the ball game for the Rangers. He's also flied to center. Meanwhile, Cleveland has just tied the Yankees in the 8th inning at 5-5. Yankees led all night. And now the Indians have come roaring back. Sox trying to improve to 23-9. And the 0-1 coming. And inside, that was deflected. It was off his bat. Called it a foul ball. He can't believe it. But it did get a piece of the bat. That is strike 2.
Now let's take another look from the side. Did it change directions? It looked like it did. Must have been the knob of the bat.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep, the knob of the bat.
Foul ball. 0-2. And he gets him to swing and miss a pitch way outside the strike zone.
Now, what I love about Porcello's curveball is that he changes speeds on it. You know, he'll throw it at different speeds, and this is a real slow one right here. Slow and way outside. So he saw just a ton of off-speed pitches in that at bat, and was completely messed up. The changeup then off the knob of the bat. The curveball away that was not close to being a strike.
Shin-Soo Choo has been doubled up. He's also struck out, so 8 strikeouts for Rick Porcello. Some really good stuff again tonight. Season high is 9. He did that at Toronto 2 starts ago. He's fallen behind 2-0 on Choo. He's hit 5 home runs. Left-hand hitter from South Korea. Been around a while. He's 35 years old now. On a pretty young ball club. He stands out. Not more than Cologne. He'll take ball 4 in the first walk of the night, issued by Rick Porcello.
A Sunday on an all-new Nesson clubhouse. Andrew Benintendi gets high heat in the hot seat. Plus, JBJ shares secrets to soaring in the outfield. Catch an all-new Nesson clubhouse Sunday at 1:30 on Nesson, presented by Delta Dental of Massachusetts.
Well, the catcher Leon's going to come out along with Xander Bogaerts. It's kind of interesting a moment ago. Dana Levangie was about to go out. He had gotten beyond the top step of the dugout, and Alex Cora kind of brought him back. And instead brought Leon out to talk with Rick Porcello, who was upset with himself. Rick took a very long walk behind the pitcher's mound. He hates walking anybody. But
Yeah, and he wasn't even close on a couple of those pitches. And now Levangie calling down to the bullpen, it looks like, just in case something might be wrong.
Profar is 0 for 2. Porcello's pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket, 5 2/3. He's at 93 pitches. A lot of strikeouts. That'll drive up a pitch count. He's walked his first man, just his 5th all year. That's going to land up high. And the count 2-0. Sox up 3-1. They can even up this series, a 4-game series in Texas. High fly, but foul down the right field line. In the 7th, the Red Sox will have Bogarts, Devers, and Nunez due up. Joe Kelly's just picked up a rosin bag down there.
Now, I wonder if there's something they didn't like, you know, on that walk, something maybe physical, because he is getting up there, as you mentioned, with the pitches at 95.
Little blooper toward left. Benintendi on the charge, dives and caught the ball.
Wow.
An outstanding play by Benintendi, leaving his feet to steal a hit. Texas might challenge whether he caught it.
Let's take another look at it. Does Benintendi catch it before it hits the grass? Oh, I don't know. That may have hit the grass first. Let's take another look at slow motion. They're not going to challenge it. They're not going to challenge it, and I think they're crazy.
It is out number 3. Xander Bogaerts with a high fly, and the first pitch he gets here in the 7th inning, right at Mazzara, and one man gone. Some catch by Benintendi moments ago. We've taken several looks at it. We've slowed it down, and the more we look at it, the more we think he made the play.
Most of us do.
Well, I'm talking about 8 of us on press row here.
I know. I'm not the only one that's not sure, and I would have challenged it if I was the opposing manager. Now it's quite possible that the fingers were underneath the baseball. I'm not second guessing that. But when I see baseball and no leather, I'm saying that ball had to hit the grass. So I'm not 100% sure. Regardless, it was a great play.
Why wouldn't they challenge it?
Exactly. I mean, here's another look. And then here's what I'm talking about right there. I don't see any leather underneath the baseball at that point right there. So that's why I would challenge it.
Line shot right field. That's well hit. That's carrying back, and it's gone. Devers with his second home run in as many at bats. And the Red Sox have hit 4 of those tonight. This one a line shot by Devers. Number 6, and the Red Sox expand the lead.
Wow. Devers, you talk about his idol, a guy that he admires so much. He's taking him to school.
Well, this was a bullet. Mazzara in right field barely turning even to look at it. It was gone.
I mean, there was no doubt about either one that he's hit in this game. The first was on a fastball. That looked like it might have been a changeup.
So numbers 6 and 7 for Devers to open up a 4-1 lead for Rick Porcello. As mentioned, he's been automatic when he gets 3 or more runs. Number 6 for Devers. And here's Nunez. He has gone 0 for 2. He has grounded out on 2 occasions. Once to third and once back to the pitcher. Lined into Gallo's glove in left field. So 2 down. And Jackie Bradley will be next. Red Sox up 4-1.
There have been 2 great defensive plays in the outfield tonight. The Bradley play earlier in the ball game, and of course the most recent by Benintendi out in left field. Not too many outfielders get to either one of those baseballs. Here's the one by Bradley going a long way. You can see him on a clear sprint to take extra bases away, and then of course the catch by Benintendi.
Here's a shot out to left. Well struck. Gallo back to the track to make the play. He's been a busy man out there. But the Red Sox had another solo home run, the second of the ball game for Rafael Devers, and lead at 4-1. by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. Lexus and the Lexus Strikes Out Hunger program. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Your local New England Ford dealers. And by Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you? Well, the Red Sox in the lead here, 4-1, blasting away 4 home runs tonight for Boston. And Joe Kelly comes out of the bullpen. So Rick Porcello is done. Very sharp effort over 6. He gave up 1 run. That was a home run by Mazzara. And he struck out 8 while walking only 1 man. It's exactly what the Red Sox needed out of their starting pitcher tonight. And so Joe Kelly, who's been pitching really effectively, makes his 13th appearance, a 284 earned run average.
Well, take a look at some of the strikeouts tonight by Rick Porcello. He had everything working for him. The slider goes with a fastball there, up and away. A slider again, down and in. That was working beautifully for him tonight. Changeup had a lot of movement away. A couple of strikeouts there in the changeup. Wasn't a great night for Porcello again.
And against the Yankees back on the 12th of April, he went 7. He gave up 2 hits, no runs, didn't walk anybody, 6 strikeouts. But his stuff was just as good tonight.
I agree.
And a chance to be 5-0 at the end of the evening. And precisely what the Red Sox needed after last night to put that in the rearview mirror. And they've done it with the bats as well. So Mazzara will lead things off. He has doubled and homered. He has scored the only run so far for the Rangers as we go to the 7th inning, bottom half. .296, 7 home runs for the right fielder. Gallo on deck, and then Kiner Falefa. In there for a strike on the change. And if you're just joining us, yes, one of the home runs was hit by Mookie Betts, his 13th. JD Martinez has also homered, and Rafael Devers has a pair, numbers 5 and 6. And Kelly with a 1-1.
Good slider by Joe Kelly right there. Everything at the bottom of the strike zone for Kelly in this at bat. Porcello had a good slider tonight. Now Kelly shows a very good slider.
Kelly's made 11 consecutive scoreless appearances. That's over 12 1/3. Just off the outside. And one of the more impressive things about Porcello's outing tonight, and there were a lot of them, was he was painting. He was on the edges of the plate from the very first inning. Two. Socked to center. Jackie Bradley with plenty of space to his right. 1 man gone.
Stick with the team that has been with you all season long as the Bruins continue their quest for the cup. Don't miss an hour of post-game coverage tonight on NESN Plus with Dale, Brick, Jack, Barry, and Alex as they break down the Game 4 action Stanley Cup playoffs against the Lightning. Quest for the Cup is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV.
Lightning and Bruins are going to overtime, tied 3-3. Here's Gallo. He has grounded to second and fly to center. Gallo, a big home run year last year, hit 41. He had all of 32 singles a year ago. 2-0. Red Sox expecting to start Eduardo Rodriguez, who's been away on family medical leave, but expected to go tomorrow night with a 3-0 record against the left-hander Cole Hamels. who is 1-4. And Chris Sale against Doug Fister, former Red Sox right-hander, on Sunday afternoon. Two and 1. Mr. Sale will go in at 2-1, a 2.14 ERA. And Doug Fister 1-2 at 2.88. They both like to get it and throw it. Two balls, 2 strikes now on Gallo. Free swinger if ever there was one. And if you make a mistake, he can do plenty of damage. Not many hits in this game. Pitching's been very good. Sox have 5, Texas only 3. Sox have a shift on with Nunez in the shotgun out there in right field. Kelly looking for the K. And Sandy Leon's going to come out for a mound visit.
Now sometimes catchers put a sign down, and then by the time the action starts, they forget what they put down. So I think, you know, Leon maybe want to go out to Kelly, make sure they're both on the same page with the decision they made.
Red Sox on NESN brought to you in part by Ace Ticket. Bruins and Celtics playoff tickets are available to all games at TD Garden. Visit aceticket.com right now. A lot of these Red Sox very closely following the Bruins, obviously. Joe Kelly's a big hockey guy. And the Celtics as well. Caught up in those playoff runs. Here's the 2-2. He's gone full now on Gallo. And the 3-2. Cut on and missed. He struck him out.
Well, that's happened a lot tonight, where the Red Sox have had 2 strikes on range of hitters and have thrown changeups. Kelly to the changeup. I mean, that's the last thing you're looking for in that situation. You throw it and you're taking some swings on him. Some of them are in the strike zone, some of them are not.
The Red Sox pitchers have struck out Texas 9 times tonight. It brings up Kiner Falefa. He's twice grounded out to Devers at 3rd. Sox ahead 4-1 in the 7th. And back to number 1, 97-mile-an-hour fastball.
Now the Rangers strike out more than any team in the American League to this point of the season.
Kiner Falefa, a rookie, made his major league debut earlier this season. Those guys, they can move around, they can put on wheels. Diekman, a left-hander, now warming in the bullpen for Texas. On the night the Rangers started the ageless Bartolo Colon. The 1-1 from Kelly. Come the 8th inning, the Sox will have due up Sandy Leon, Mookie Betts, and Andrew Benintendi, who just made a terrific catch in lefts. And if he does wind up working tonight, could be a major night in the career of Craig Kimbrell. because he is one save shy of 300 for his career. He's converted 91% of his save opportunities, which is unbelievable. Line shot on the move. Mookie Betts there to make the catch and retire the side. Fast inning for Kelly.
Hats off for heroes, because no matter where you serve or when you served, we stand ready to serve all military families.
From Texas, Red Sox leading the Rangers 4-1 as we go to the top half of the 8th inning. Plenty of support for the Red Sox and the Bruins here in the stands tonight. More than you would think here on the road. Well, they're going to bring on a relief pitcher. So Colon is done. Diekman in his 14 appearances, a .435 earned run average. And walks have been a bit of an issue for him. Left-hander to take on Sandy Leon. Sandy to bat righty. He's gone 0 for 2 tonight.
First fastball 95 miles an hour from Diekman. He's got a high strikeout total, but as you mentioned, Dave, high walk total also.
Mookie Betts waiting on deck. Red Sox with a 3-run lead, and they have hit 4 solo home runs tonight. So Colon gives him 7 innings. He winds up giving up 4 runs, but again, all on solo home runs. And he was as cagey as ever, but JD Martinez got him in the 2nd. Rafael Devers in the 5th. Mookie Betts in the 6th, and then Devers again in the 7th.
Yeah, he got Devers in the first at bat to strike out on a fastball, and then that was it. 2 home runs. Matt Barnes loosening in the bullpen.
And the lefty's 3-2, and he's going to walk him. So Sandy Leon is on to begin the 8th inning. For every Red Sox hit in May, EchoStore Technologies donates $50 to the Clada Fund, the charitable foundation of the Dropkick Murphys. Learn more at echostore.com. EchoStore Technologies, your data center solutions provider. Mookie 1 for 3 with a home run, his 13th. It came in the 6th inning against Bartolo Colon. That's a strike.
That's his home run back in the 6th inning. He got the fastball from Colon and takes it on a line like most of his home runs are.
Mookie scored 33 runs through 31 games for the ball club, the most by any Red Sox hitter since Johnny Pesky in 1946. Johnny scored 35 times. That's bounced up there. No advance by Sandy Leon as he retreats to first.
Looks like he's having no problem throwing his fastball for strikes, but his breaking ball hasn't been close.
Mookie's 29 runs scored in April did set an American League record for the month. Every other sentence when you talk about Mookie Betts, you're referencing a record that he's tying or breaking. High fly right field. That's deep. Mazzara's back. He's at the wall. He's there to make the catch right up against the fence. Mookie just missed another one. This one opposite field and caught by Mazzara.
Not far, right about 5 feet away from being another home run. Takes that fastball the other way high. But Mazzara goes back right to the wall and picks it right off the wall.
So even the outs almost leave the ballpark. Benintendi now, he's 0 for 3 with one outstanding play in left. Red Sox 4, Texas 1, 8th inning. You would think this would be a good ballpark for Benintendi, and it has been in the past. Pops this one up on the right side of the diamond. First baseman Guzman along with Robinson, and Guzman will take it. CVS Health is investing $50 million over 5 years to extend their commitment to helping people lead tobacco-free lives. You can learn more at cvshealth.com/be-the-first. Two away now. Hanley Ramirez, he's lined hard to right, and since then grounded twice to the shortstop. Boy, tough loss for the Bruins in overtime, 4-3. And there for a strike on Hanley Ramirez. JD Martinez on deck. Hanley not real happy with that call.
It's one of the few breaking balls he's got over for a strike. Hanley's probably saying, why me?
Sox tonight flashing some muscle with the 4 home runs and also getting outstanding pitching once again from Rick Porcello, who has been a rock in the Red Sox rotation. He has been the best. With a win tonight, he would be 5-0. Red Sox have been able to hit the long ball tonight. Not much else yet, but only one other hit other than the 4 home runs, and that's fouled back.
That's kind of a weird scorecard, isn't it?
The only other hit, a single by Jackie Bradley in the third inning, but they'll take it.
Yeah, that ball was hit hard. I mean, 5 hits in the game, 4 of them for home runs, solo home runs.
Leone off the bag at first. And that'll miss inside. Not by much, but a ball. And 3-2 on Hanley. Diekman thought he had him struck out, but was off the edge. J.D. Martinez would be next. There's a drive out to left center field. That's a gap shot. Nobody out there. It's onto the grass. They're tracking up against the wall. Sandy trying to score. Rounding third. There will be no throw. And the Red Sox add another run, 5-1 on the double by Hanley Ramirez. His 18th RBI.
Now Hanley had been in a little bit of a dip, and this should pick him up some. Now 1 for 4 on the night. Had a line drive out back in the first inning, then a couple of ground ball outs. Now he lifts the ball and gets that gap in left center field. No problem at all, especially with 2 outs, for Leone to score. He goes going on contact, has no problem coming around to score, and now a 5-1 game.
Sandy taking a walk and then making a run home. And Ramirez with the RBI double. Fouled back by J.D. Martinez, who's homered, lined out sharply to short, struck out 1 for 3. So a little more breathing room now for the Red Sox bullpen. Xander Bogaerts, the on deck hitter. That's a strike. 95 on the corner. Well, the Yankees had a big lead all night. Cleveland came back and tied it. Then the Indians fell behind 6-5. Now in the 9th inning, they have tied the Yankees 6-6. Well outside. Chirinos had to lunge to get it. Baltimore is underway 1-0 on Oakland there in the first inning. Tampa Bay has defeated Toronto 6-2. Tampa Bay's won 8 of their last 10. And down he goes, strike 3. That'll do it for the Red Sox, but another run up there. 5-1 Boston. The Red Sox.
Don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by DCU. TC, Eck, and Steve will preview tomorrow's matchup between Eduardo Rodriguez and Cole Hamels. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you?
So it'll be Matt Barnes, next man out of the bullpen. Joe Kelly got him 1-2-3 in the 7th inning after Rick Porcello went 6 sparkling innings tonight. Struck out 8, gave up just 3 hits. That was a must performance by the Red Sox right-hand starter, Mr. Porcello. Barnes has had a very good year, 2.92 ERA, and among American League relievers, he's 4th in holds and number 7 in batting average against, just 146. Look at the bottom third of their order here in the 8th. Five runs, 6 hits for the Red Sox, a run on 3 hits for Texas. Mazara's solo home run in the 4th inning, the only run they have. Guzman started the night hitting .212. He has struck out twice. 2 balls, 1 strike. Barnes looking to get his first out in the 8th inning. Chavez, yep, Jesse Chavez, the right-hander, loosening for Texas in their bullpen. Rangers will play 1 more year here at Globe Life Park, this edition of it. The outdoor ballpark, before moving into a brand new retractable dome facility, and that'll be in there for strike 3 and a swing and a miss. And down goes Guzman for the 3rd time. Time of the Geico Red Sox moment now, honoring the 13 Red Sox world champions. Game number 31 that year, the Red Sox beat Minnesota 6-5. Stephen Drew tied the game in the 7th with his 2nd home run. He won it with a walk-off double. Last Red Sox world championship. Chirinos has whiffed and popped up. He's 0 for 2. The new ballpark, which is right across the street, which will be ready in 2020, will seat 40,000. And fully air conditioned. Single most important thing about it. Here's a look as the construction continues, well underway.
Yeah, it's going to look a lot different than that when it's done. That's kind of I'm not impressed with that ballpark. That's all the air conditioning units they're going to put in.
Thank goodness for those. Especially around June, July, and August. Here's the 0-2. It's going to be odd coming to Arlington, Texas in the summertime and not losing those 7 or 8 pounds you'd sweat away by calling baseball games here.
It's going to be like going to Houston now, where it's so hot and humid at Houston, but at least you have the dome there that keeps you very comfortable playing.
1-2 and foul tipped into the mitt. He struck him out. Back-to-back Ks for Matt Barnes.
Tomorrow on an all-new dining playbook, Billy and Jenny head to a New Orleans inspired restaurant called Bootleg, special for some crawfish and seafood. Find 3 new places to go before, during, and after the game tomorrow morning at 9 on Dining Playbook, driven by your New England Chevy dealers.
Here's Drew Robinson, the second baseman. He's punched out twice. Red Sox have struck out 11 Rangers. Eduardo Rodriguez to rejoin the ball club tomorrow night 8:05 for Game 3 against the lefty Cole Hamels. Chris Sale goes on Sunday, and the Red Sox will head for New York City, and will have an off day on Monday in the boroughs of New York, and then back at it against the Yankees on Tuesday. First visit to New York. Here's the 1-1. Right to the second baseman. Nunez will flip on to get him. Another good relief effort by Matt Barnes. Brought to you by Franklin Sports, the official batting glove of the Red Sox in Major League Baseball. The all-new Subaru Ascent, featuring all-wheel drive and 3 rows of seats. Love is now bigger than ever this spring. Sullivan Tire and Complete Auto Service. And by LL Bean. If it's outside, we're all in. Now open at 1 Seaport. Jesse Chavez coming out of their bullpen, a right-hander, to take on Xander Bogaerts. On to the 9th inning with the Red Sox in front 5-1. Xander's gone 0 for 3. The man behind him has hit 2 home runs. Rafael Devers has had a big night. A little bobble by Chavez, but he recovers in time to get the out 1 away.
Well, 2 home runs by Devers tonight. Number 5, second deck. Number 6, lower deck. Second one looks like a changeup. First one was definitely a fastball. Devers picks up RBIs number 22 and 23.
High strength steel play brought to you by New England Chevy dealers and a Chevy Silverado. So 1 man gone. Devers with the 2 home runs. Like he wanted to slow up the pitcher.
He was trying to get time out. They wouldn't give it to him. Too late.
High and tight for a ball. Nunez on deck. Sox have 6 hits, just 3 for Texas. Up the middle. That'll get by the diving Robinson for a base hit. So for Rafael Devers, his 3rd hit this evening. We check out the results of our Dunkin' Donuts poll question. Which do you think is more impressive, Adrian Beltre playing 3rd base at age 39 or Bartolo Colon still pitching at 44, and Colon wins 68 to 32%.
I'm having a bad night. I thought they'd take Beltre, and I thought that was a trap ball out in left field that at least
should have been reviewed.
I agree with you on the second point wholeheartedly that I don't understand why they didn't review it.
No, they had nothing to lose.
I personally believe he caught it.
I don't.
You know, we got to go down and ask him.
Well, what do you think he's going to say?
I think he's going to say, you know what, I caught it.
Exactly.
No, you know, he'll tell us the truth.
No, he won't.
I bet he will. I bet he will. I'm going to ask him tomorrow. And you ask him separately.
No,
okay?
I'm not even going to ask. I'm going on my own judgment. And I can tell you that if you came and asked me, I'm not going to tell you the truth. Especially if I didn't catch it.
If you didn't catch it, you wouldn't say,
Nope.
You wouldn't say, hey, I think they should have reviewed it.
Absolutely not.
Going to try and catch him in an honest moment. Nunez is 0 for 3.
Not only I'm just basing it on the replays that we had. You know, they may have had other replays that were more clear, you know, from a different angle. It's quite possible. But the ones that I saw grass, baseball, and glove. And that's why I say it should have been reviewed, at least.
Well, Sox with a 5-1 lead regardless. Nunez with a wave and a miss, and he'll go down on strikes. It's been a quiet night for him offensively, 0 for 4.
Stay on top of the latest Red Sox news with NESN's free Red Sox text alerts. From breaking news to in-game alerts, NESN will make sure you're in the know. To sign up, just text Red Sox to 536-536. Message and data rates may apply. Oh, here we go.
It's our best look.
All right, stop it. It either hits the tip of the glove.
Yep. I think that's what it did.
Or it hits the grass and then the tip of the glove. So, you know, that's the best look we got. So all I'm saying is the play should have been reviewed. Now let's see. You see grass? Continue it on. You see grass? And then you see glove. It was a hell of a play.
I'm dying to ask him.
Don't get me wrong. It was a heck of a play. There have been two great plays out there by Benintendi and Bradley tonight.
Well, Jackie, the hitter, he's gone 1 for 3 with a single. Devers aboard at first. You see the base hit got him going. He also lined out to left in the 7th inning. Put a good swing on that one. Hitting 184. Red Sox dropped the first game last night. So looking to even it up here tonight. With 2 more to come here in Arlington. Beginning of a lengthy trip. And after the series in the Bronx, Red Sox still have 3 left in Toronto.
Got a couple of trap series on this road trip, don't you? This was kind of a trap series before the Yankee series, and then of course after the Yankee series, Toronto with that good pitching.
Yeah, Red Sox facing a ball club that coming into the series was 12-20 and had hardly won any games at home at all. And then on the opposite side, you've got the Toronto Blue Jays, who lost to Tampa Bay tonight 6-2. Red Sox will get 2 of the 3 trips to Canada out of the way very quickly this year. And the right-hander's 3-2. Runner goes. And he struck him out looking. 1 man left. Rick Porcello is outstanding over 6, 8 strikeouts, only 1 walk, 3 hits. Devers has homered twice in the game. Mookie Betts has homered again. So has J.D. Martinez. Colon was very solid over 7, 5 hits. Didn't walk anybody, threw a lot of strikes. Mazzaro homered, his 7th of the year, but the Red Sox have shown more power and better pitching, and they lead at 5-1. And here comes Bobby Pointer out of the bullpen. He has returned to the big league club. Recall from AAA today. 1-0 with a 2.57 ERA in his major league outings, the rookie. The Shields trying to push a bunt to first base. Hanley Ramirez has got it, and he's going to dive and get there at first base for the base hit. So the Shields will bunt his way on here tonight.
Very good bunt because, you know, the pitcher can't get over there. He's falling off toward the third base side, as you see. By the time he gets going, the Shields has him beat, and Hanley can't catch him. The only thing Hanley could have possibly done is dive for the first base bag with the glove. That's just a good bunt.
So the leadoff man is on for Shin-Soo Choo, who's gone 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. And he'll take a strike. Marcus Walden sent back to the minor leagues to make room for Bobby Pointer, the lefty. Sox up by 4 in the 9th inning. Sneak it inside, but he missed there. The Yankees did win, by the way. They beat Cleveland in the end at 7-6. That's the final. So the Red Sox would have to win to maintain a 1-game advantage over New York. Here's the 1-2.
Oh, pretty good pitch right there. Leon was set up outside and had to reach across, and I think that's what cost him the strike. I don't get it, though. When the umpire's looking directly at it like that, I don't know how the catcher can make a difference on a call like that.
The 2-2. Foul. Dirks and Profar, the shortstop on deck. Shields, the man at first, runs well. Pointer with a 2-2. Game time tomorrow at 8:05 Eastern Time. Rodriguez against Hamels. Red Sox trying to lock this one up for Rick Porcello and push him to 5-0. 2-2 from the lefty.
Fouled off everything. Fastballs, curveballs, change up that time.
Good crowd here tonight. 31,404. Well, it's been a rough start for Texas on the season. The 2-2 again. And the battle continues here between these two. It'll be at least 9 pitches. Just in case, Craig Kimbrell warms in the bullpen. He is 1 save away from 300 career saves. Manfred into left field, but Benintendi backs up, and he's got it. One man out in the ninth.
Pretty good at bat put on by Chu, and he ends up with a line drive. But Benintendi right there, back a couple of steps to make the catch. Never looks out of control as he's making his way through the outfield pasture.
Profar, who is the number 3 hitter in their lineup, has gone 0 for 3. He's flied out, struck out, flied out. Red Sox have picked up 11 strikeouts, pitching staff. So 1 man away, and that's through there for a strike. This road trip tied for the Sox longest road trip of the season. Got another 10-gamer coming up in June to Baltimore, Seattle, and Minnesota. So that's very good news for the Red Sox. That means well before July 1st, the 2 longest trips of the year are out of the way.
Yep.
I thought about it. That's a strike.
They didn't like it. Top of the strike zone, outside part of the plate. Pulled in a little bit by Sandy Leon. Gets the call. And a backbender for Profar.
So the 0-2 pitch from the southpaw. Mazara on deck. He's been their hitting star tonight with a double and a home run. But a double play would end it. And he flicked that one foul back to the screen. 91 miles an hour with a fastball. Only 4 Ranger hits in this one. The Shields, who bunted for a single, lead off this inning, has 2 of the hits. 2 again. A ball, 2 strikes on Jurickson Profar. Had excellent spring training to make the ball club. He will drop that one a little bit low.
Tried back-to-back changeups there, missing with both 5 and 6.
So the 18th pitch of the inning coming up from Pointer. It follows Barnes and Kelly. This season, having never pitched above Double-A. Since 1981, the only Red Sox minor leaguers to make the opening day roster without experience above Double-A are Shea Hillenbrand, Jackie Bradley, and Ben Taylor. Little pop-up into right. Mookie Betts plenty of time to get there, and that'll be out number 2. Rick Porcello with quite a night tonight.
Yeah, you know, tonight to me, his secondary pitches were his best pitches. Sliders. That's a fastball for a strikeout. Slider down and in. Another one. Look at that changeup, the movement on it. Another one going away. I mean, his slide in tonight, his changeup were off the chart.
Danny Levangie had to be delighted with that effort. Timing was perfect for the Red Sox. So here's Mazzara. He's doubled, homered, and flied to center. He shields the runner at first base, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 9th inning, Red Sox on the edge of a victory, and that is right through there for a strike, according to the home plate umpire. Five runs, 7 hits for Boston, 1 run on 4 hits for Texas. There's a drive, but hooked down the line, a foul ball. So that'll quickly make it 0-2 on Mazzara.
Just trying to get him to kick that Rosenbag back off the mound. Hit a Ross for that. Leon Tellen pointed to do it, and he did.
So 1 more strike to get to put the Red Sox into the win column. And down he goes, strike 3. The Red Sox seal it with a strikeout. Bobby pointed with a nice moment. Red Sox had a lot of them here tonight, TC, including one once again by Mookie Betts.